Hi, welcome back to my channel. So we're on number 42 of my meals of the week, and going forward I'm going to make Monday evening the day that I upload these style of videos. So if you come here on a Monday evening, there's going to be a meals of the week or else what I eat in a day style type video, and hopefully you enjoy having that set schedule. And you've been asking for so long, but I cannot commit to a schedule for the rest of the week. There will be other uploads in between, so hopefully you enjoyed that. But let's get into the video and see what we had for dinner this week. So for my first meal, I'm cooking a gammon joint in some soup veg with some vegetable stock as well, and I'm just going to give it an hour and a half before I add my soup broth mix. So as you can see, there's red lentils, some pearl barley, and that really thickens up the soup and makes it much more filling, so more of a dinner. So I'm giving it a good mix through there. After a few hours, we're serving it with some cheesy bloomer loaf, and we're trying Pearl with it. She's kind of coming around to some soups, and this will be the first helping for the kids. I only used half of the gammon joint, and the rest is going to be kept in the fridge for salads and omelettes and general lunches as well. But it works out very cost effective, and my favourite thing with making a soup at the start of the week is all the leftovers. So that gives me 5 portions to pop in the freezer for my lunches, like I made my tomato soup last week and carrot soup the week before. So this one is actually a last minute change, so I pulled out 3 chicken fillets from the freezer, and then I've got some ingredients just from the store cupboard, and I'm going to make a very simple Diet Coke chicken dish. It is a Slim and World recipe, so I will link it down below, and I've cooked it before on this channel. It's a very easy one pot dish. In one pot there, obviously, I've got my chicken, all my veg, onions, peppers, and I'm adding in some Pepsi Max because I didn't have Diet Coke. I do think the Diet Coke gives it a nice sweeter taste. I've went in with my passata, my chopped tomatoes, and then all those little sauces and herbs, and really it's a good one just to taste as you go. I generally use a little bit more Worcestershire sauce. Our kids definitely prefer it that way. It thickens on the hob, and it's a great one to freeze. I don't have green beans, that's what I normally serve it with as well, but I have added some chunks of pineapple because it's very like a sweet and sour dish as well. So simply just serve with basmati rice, and it's a great one to pop in the freezer and cook in advance. So the next day I'm cooking some lamb loin chops on the griddle pan. I've got my veg and potatoes boiling, and with this it's quite fatty, so I want to render down the meat and drain away that excess fat. And I almost forgot to film this, but the kids really like some sausages, so the boys are having sausages and a chop, and I've got lots of mixed veg, so carrots, sweet corn peas and sauteed cabbage with some minted potatoes as well. So just a little bit of a mixture that everyone can have. Following day, I roasted 2 chickens just the way I normally do, with a lemon inside the carcass and seasoning on the outside. So instead of my own homemade gravy, I'm using this Mayflower Southern style gravy mix. So it's a great little shortcut, but it's actually just less on the calories than my homemade gravy. And I'm doing crispy homemade chips using my little crisper and some fry light as well, and obviously just cubed. I have removed the skins, but you could keep the skins on, and it's quite similar to the KFC gravy as well. So chicken chips and some peas on the side. The next day I'm making my kids' favourite meatballs, so they're going to eat separately from us, and my husband's home from work later, we'll have our tea. So as usual, I'm making the tomato sauce. I have actually got some peppers on the basis of that as well, and then I'm cooking down the meatballs. I use a higher percentage fat mince for the flavour and drain away the excess fat, and then add everything in together. I've made this tons of times on the channel, so I'll link a video down below for you. They're having it just with plain tagliatelle, and they have to have Parmesan cheese sprinkled on the top, and Pearl is eating with them as well because it's one of the dishes she's starting to really enjoy. And later that evening we are going to have a healthier tandoori chicken on kebab. So I've made this before, I'll link it down below. It's all the spices, your usual cumin, paprika, garlic powder, some chili flakes, and you want to do it in a dry pan because you want almost like a burnt effect with it. So it's best to marinate this earlier in the day, and I'm just serving it on a naan bread. I've made a little bit of a mixed salad with rocket red onion and tomatoes, and then a cool yogurt mix as well. And it's one of our favourites. It's far cheaper than the takeaway and also less on the calorie front as well. Then finally, I've got about 800 grams of red lentils, some tomato puree. My spices are cumin, paprika, chili powder. I've got a mix of brown and red onions, garlic cloves, ginger, and 2 cans of coconut milk as well. So this is going to be a coconut creamy dal, and I usually make it a bit spicier, but I'm going out for my birthday dinner in this evening, so it's just for the kids. So like most bases of curries, I've softened my onions with my garlic and ginger and added in my spices. You want to cook those off for about 3 minutes, just until you really get the fragrance from those spices before you start adding all your other ingredients. So for this, I've added my 2 cans of coconut milk. I would half this recipe, I will link it down below for you, but I make it a large batch so I can freeze it. In goes the lentils, and then top it off with a little bit of water, just enough so that you can bring everything to the boil. And then you want to pop it on simmer for about an hour until it gets really creamy, and just a little bit like a risotto, it takes on all the flavours and swells with the lentils. And so the kids are having it with just rice and a little bit of naan, and their poppadoms are completely crushed, but it has not stopped them enjoying it. So that is everything for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you did. And of course, I will see you next week for another Meals of the Week. Thank you very much for watching.